Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. In the last episode we completed Jacob's loyalty mission, the Gift of Greatness, a rather unpleasant situation involving his father had kind of set up a cult/harem on a planet with mentally compromised people due to infected food. It was all the usual morally difficult situations that Mass Effect throws in, where it's terrible but also annoyingly understandable, at least understandable in terms of there's a logical series of steps that get there, each step not being terrible in and of itself. Anyway, this episode we're going to be doing something quite different. We are going to be doing some work with Liara on Ilium. I kind of ended as if I was going to continue that sentence, but I wasn't. So, Jacob, after last episode, now has sweet new Cerberus-coloured armour. Oh god. There we go, that's the button that does it. So it's kind of, a bit more orange and black, mildly cool. And I'm going to take Tally with us as well. We'll show off both of them in the next screen. So, I've actually got a few more points for myself, so I'm going to put them into Neural Shock, because I do love my old Neural Shock. Jacob can have his points in Barrier, so just create a Mass Effect shield that absorbs damage, and Tally can have hers in Energy Drain, which diverts power from opponent's shields or from synthetics to charge her own, which is very nice. Energy Drain is quite handy to take as my own kind of talent power. I'm not going to, but it would be handy for that. I'd like Neural Shock for now. There's one more that's possibly more useful, but we haven't got it yet.
Excuse me, my sources indicate you were in a warehouse recently. Did you by any chance forward a questionable shipping note to a Mr. Thax?
That depends on who's asking.
My intentions are peaceful, and I'll take that as a yes. I'm a representative for Mr. Thax. He's very grateful to you. Please accept this as a gift for bringing the shipping irregularities to his attention.
What happens to the shipping agent who was cheating Thax?
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct a mistake.
Do you want help finding the person who cheated Thax?
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. Mr. Thax will be making a series of polite calls. Hopefully a confrontation will not be required.
It was my pleasure.
Have a pleasant day.
I think that might be the most polite Krogan we've ever encountered. But that was a conclusion from something we got as part of the quest where we acquired Samara, where we found shipping irregularities in a shipping document belonging to a Mr. Thax, and we forwarded it onto him. By accident, actually, we're given it, and you have a choice. If you press A, it forwards it onto him. If you press B, it doesn't. And I was just hammering A to I was pressing A because I thought it was just kind of the go away to the text box, and then there'd be a thing that way. I kind of didn't realise and didn't draw attention at the time to what I was doing. But hey, I did it, I guess. Anyway, up here we have Liara.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
So, to begin the lair of the Shadow Broker DLC, you say, let's go get the Shadow Broker. But there are things to do before then. Number one, make sure you have acquired Samara. If you've already acquired Thane, make sure you acquire Samara now. If you haven't acquired either, you're still fine. And I'll explain a bit more as it comes to it. But if you've acquired Thane but not Samara at this point, do get Samara now. Ask Liara for that kind of information. Otherwise, you've missed your chance to get Samara, and that's unfortunate due to basically a glitch. This episode, we're going to be doing two missions, which are side missions with Liara, which are related to the Lair of the Shadow Broker stuff, but they're not officially the same part of the DLC. And these missions will be removed from you as soon as you start the DLC, so if you want to do them, also do them now. So, we're going to ask Liara, how are you doing?
How's your own work going?
It's busy. It's crazy. It would be so easy to join up with you. Like old times. But these aren't old times. I have commitments here. Things I need to take care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
Hacking a terminal sounds pretty easy. Why do you need me?
I don't know anyone else I can trust. Hacking the security node won't get you the data. It just creates a minor glitch in the system. You'll have a short time to find a local server left vulnerable by that glitch, and upload the data to my system. I'm leaving my own system vulnerable so that the data can be imported during that short time.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
So, as I say, this mission and the one that follows it are not part, despite what you might think, they are not part of the Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC. They do concern Liara in the Shadow Broker, and they act as a kind of prelude to that DLC, but these were just in the normal game a year or so before Lair of the Shadow Broker actually came out. But this first one, systems hacking, takes place entirely in the kind of southern region of Nosastra. So here we have 3 terminals to target. The first one is over here to the left, so we hack it in the same way that we normally do hacking. And then on successful completion of the hack, as Liara said, a terminal opens nearby. You've got a minute to find it, and you can trace it by, see that counter in the bottom right? That decreases the closer you get to it. It's looking good like it's over here. There'll always be consoles like this that you can physically see anyway. But there we go, that's the first one done. Now, the second terminal is this one here, so let's hack it. And now we need to find the thing for it, and it's looking like it's quite far away. I believe it's over here. It literally appears there, so you see a thing there saying vulnerable system, upload data, so it's quite easy to find in that sense. And then the final one, the terminal we need to hack, is just here. I must say that hacking and bypass games in this are a lot more fun than they were in Mass Effect 1, when I had the stupid thing with the circles you had to try and get through. So, the final system is here. Boop!
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
Let's in fact do just that.
You know that new drug, the one that...
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Thank you for getting me that system data. Here, it's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents.
Are you on the run from the Shadow Broker? I can help you.
Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on the run from me. We crossed paths not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down. With this data, I'm a step closer.
I've never seen you ready to execute someone in cold blood. What did the Shadow Broker do to you?
I was on a job with a friend. The Shadow Broker's people caught us. My friend didn't escape. I don't know if he's dead or being interrogated. But I need to find him. I owe him my life. And I need to make the Shadow Broker pay for what he did.
I've never seen you ready to execute someone.
I was on a job with a friend. I don't know. And I need to make the Shadow Broker pay for what he did.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I will. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
How's your own work going?
The data you gave me was extremely helpful. It gave me a target. The Shadow Broker has several contacts here on Ilium. The most powerful is someone called the Observer. Taking down the Observer will put me closer to the Shadow Broker. I could use your help.
Tell me what I can do to help.
Your data pointed me at logs kept by Shadow Broker agents. The logs were deleted, but it may be possible to reconstruct some of it. The Shadow Broker is cautious. His agents are referred to only by their title and race.
My inquiries have narrowed the Observer down to one of 5 operatives. A Turian, a Solarian, a Krogan, a Batarian, and a Vorcha.
If you can refine the list, I'll know where to strike.
Do you have any specifics on these agents?
I'm afraid not. Nyxeris was lucky to get as much as she did.
I was happy to help, ma'am.
The data is our only hope of determining which one is the Observer. And if we wait too long, they'll all disappear.
I'll reconstruct the data and tell you what I find.
Thank you, Shepard. When you find something, call me on the radio channel we used in the old days. I can't risk handling this in person.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
So, this is quite interesting that the game views helping out Liara here as a very much a negative thing. And I'm torn with it somewhat. To some reason it's helping a friend, but she's also got a bit of an obsession here. But certainly, yes, you do get Paragon Renegade points for even just accepting these missions. Anyway, there are 5 terminals to get here, and once again, we are hacking. So, there's 5 terminals, and each one gives you 5 data points. I want to kind of get them all before actually starting to really look at them. The second one is here. Well, technically, the third one. The one we just got is the 5th one, but you get them out of order, and the order kind of is necessary, so hence why I said I'll only talk about them really once I've actually gathered them all. Our third one is, if we head out here beyond Cerise Technology, there is a terminal on this kiosk. There's also a terminal just along at this next kiosk. And the final one is in the Eternity Bar. So, with all 5 hacked, let's read the data points. Number 1. Trader tried to kill the Batarian. Claims it was because he hates slavers, but the men were more likely fighting over money. Watch for now. Smuggler and assassin have refused to work with the Vulture due to lack of trust. Odd to see scruples from the men at this point. Turian's asking too many questions. Observer recommends terminating him and framing assassin or Solarian contact. Turian's contact working well with the trader. Observer has rescinded kill order against him, given difficulty in securing contact with the trader through other methods. Vulture trader has requested no further contact with the Solarian. Solarian is becoming more trouble than he's worth. Observer recommends a kill, but she may have a grudge. So, by looking at these, you can kind of work out riddling-wise which race is which title, like assassin, trader, and stuff like that. But you kind of miss a crucial point in there. Looking at lines like odd to see scruples from the men at this point, men were more likely fighting over money, observer recommends a kill, but she may have a grudge. There's actually something they all don't have in common. Let's give Liara a call.
Shepard, did you get any information on the observer?
You can advise her any one of the races to kill, but actually the real answer here is that none of the suspects fit.
All 5 of the suspects are male. The observer is female. Something's not right. Who gave you this lead?
My assistant, Nixeris. She got the information. Nixeris gave me the information. Nixeris, could I see you in here for a moment? Shepard, I'll talk to you later.
Wow, sounds like there's going to be a bit of a confrontation going on. Let's head back over to Liara.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Nixeris had some interesting data hidden away. Thank you, Shepard. I wouldn't have caught her without you. I'm one step closer to the Shadow Broker thanks to you. Here, Nixeris was very well compensated. You need it more than I do.
Did you have any trouble with Nixeris?
She was very talented. I imagine that had she been ordered to assassinate me, I'd never seen her coming. But her barriers needed practice. Practice I'm afraid she won't be getting.
What's the next step in your hunt?
Now I gather information, peel away layers of lies, and shine light into the shadows. And when I find the Shadow Broker, I hit him with a biotic field so strong that what's left of his body will fit into a coffee cup.
Fun fact, if you go and investigate Liara's needs here, the conversation just ends. For whatever reason, that line of inquiry is completely glitched out.
That anger can't be just from what you've told me. What else happened between you and the Shadow Broker?
Did Cerberus ever tell you how they recovered your body? I gave it to them. I gave you to them, Shepard. Because they said they could rebuild you. And to do that, I had to take it from the Shadow Broker, who was going to sell your corpse to the collectors.
Why didn't you tell me about this before now?
Because I screwed it up, Shepard. I barely escaped with my own life. And when I gave you to Cerberus, I told myself I was doing it for you. For a chance to bring you back. But I knew Cerberus would use you for their own business. And I let it happen. Because I couldn't let you go. I'm sorry.
You did the right thing, Liara. My mission is important. I couldn't do it if you hadn't given me to Cerberus.
Thank you. I was afraid you'd hate me. So that's why I must destroy the Shadow Broker. For what he did to my friend, and to you, and whatever he's doing with the collectors.
Let me know if you need any more help.
Thank you. I will. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
So, like I said at the beginning of the episode, at this point, make sure if you've got Thane already, you get Samara. Basically, Liara will disappear once you give her the information to start the Shadow Broker DLC. She'll disappear and leave a terminal behind her, which should give you the information you need on Thane and Samara, except it doesn't give you the information you need on Samara, so you can't actually do that quest. It's not like it just will not start the quest tree for you. Those last two quests, Systems Hacking and The Observer, if you haven't done them when you start the Shadow Brokers DLC, they will just be auto-marked as both completed in your quest log, which is kind of great. You don't get the rewards from them, but also you don't get they're not the actual log on them isn't finished. It just ticks them off, and you never get a chance to do them again, which is always a bit annoying. So, and they do kind of prelude the Lair of the Shadow Broker stuff quite well. So, without further ado, let's start the greatest DLC in the game. Let's start the Lair of the Shadow Broker.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Your friend? The one who helped recover my body from the Shadow Broker?
The same. He sacrificed himself to save me. I'd never found anything suggesting he was alive. After 2 years, I hadn't even dreamed.
Sounds like you and Farron were close.
It's funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. But in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
So, this terminal is what I keep talking about. If you activate it, it will give you the information you'll need to start the Thane mission if you haven't already, but it won't give you that for Samara, so... You know, if you haven't done that, you're boned. Anyway, we now need to head to the taxi rank down to the south.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract.
So,
and
firstly,
paper?
there's this Asari on the side. If we listen to her...
Okay, listen. Give Thax a full refund. Do you hear me? He knows. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now. And then get your ass someplace safe.
Yeah, there's the... So she's clearly the person who was smuggling from Thax that we accidentally did in. I don't know if that makes us a renegade, but, you know, there we go. This console will call a cab to the Liara's apartment and start the series of missions. There's about... Okay, it's not really split that way, but there's probably about 3 missions. It's going to be the rest of this episode plus another 3 episodes, so it's an extended mission, and you have no chance of pulling out throughout it. You do them just one straight after another, so if you're not ready for it, don't start this. But I very much am. I love this fucking DLC so much. I may have mentioned that, you know, once or twice, but let's go. So, here you get to choose squad mates, and you will be stuck with these squad mates for quite a while, so do choose quite wisely. I'm going to choose Miranda and Kasumi. Now, I've got a few more levels since we last used Miranda, so we can level up her Overload to full. And I think a standard hit with Overload pretty much takes someone's shields down to almost bottom, so I think Area Overload is more useful than Heavy Overload. As for Kasumi, you're already kind of fully done. We can actually slap some extra points in Officer for Miranda, just make her a bit more durable and better. We're all ready to go. Let's roll.
Seal off those trace samples and get them back to the lab.
We got multiple shots fired. Yeah, techs are going over the place now.
Central, we got an open carrier on this end. Switching to a coded relay.
What's going on?
This area is sealed off. Please step back, ma'am.
Sealed off? Why?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
I heard your status was reinstated. Good. You're one of our most famous operatives. Might even get you to sign my chest plate. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker? Dangerous enemy to have.
What are the facts so far?
About 25 minutes ago, someone took a shot at Tisoni. Note the bullet holes. She stuck around for almost 4 minutes before leaving the building. Whatever she was doing was important.
If Liara isn't here, where is she?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sifting through her crap. There's no blood, no body. It looks like Tisoni got away. The sniper didn't plan on her kinetic barrier. Clever girl. Paranoid, but clever.
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Helium is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew Tisoni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
Well, first off, maybe it's just because this is the future and maybe this is actually shit, but damn, this is a nice apartment. Holy shit. I guess, right, this is where I stand on this. This is possibly for me made even better by the rain, like having a huge view like that in a thunderstorm. Oh, it's perfect for me. I love the rain so much. But, unfortunately, it's not all smiles because Liara has been, well, shot at pretty severely.
The rifle used to do that wasn't standard. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots, but they still managed to penetrate the glass.
Where is she? Where's the voice coming from? Oh no, she's there on the crouched down on the floor for some reason.
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either.
So friendly. If we come over here, there's a few things. There is a degree certificate.
A doctorate from the University of Ceres, Althesia. She's getting good use out of all that education.
Then we have quite a nice looking kitchen. Still have a microwave. Is that a microwave or is that a coffee machine? Or is it like some kind of crazy futuristic food fabricator? I don't know. There's a painting here.
That's not the Asari home. I'm not sure what planet that is.
It's Ilos.
Yeah, nice to see she's got a kind of photo of that up. That's kind of cool to remind her of the old times. If we go upstairs, the main thing of interest here, next to the bed, is a picture of the Normandy.
The picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find.
So now we need to specifically investigate Prothean relics.
Those things must be worth a fortune.
Just chunks of Prothean rock, I guess, but you know, hey. I suppose they've got more archaeological value. I was thinking of value of them actually as like artwork, but they'll have archaeological value as well.
Certainly into ugly. No offense.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Vizier, I think.
Vasir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sagat? It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster, maybe even a system.
How soon can you have it?
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Area Frontiers in the Dracon Trade Center. Gotta say though, Tisoni, you're making me a little nervous. How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Relax, Sagat. I'll see you in a few hours.
This must be important. The Shadow Broker's people already tried to kill her once.
I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.